Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, the thumbnail and the makeup on my face right now, today I will be showing you yet another Christmassy Christmas theme, festive themed makeup look, and I will be using the mini Metropolis palette from Natasha Denona. I have not yet tried the green in my videos, and as you can tell, today we are using the green. I really like this palette. I think it's wonderful, and yeah, please carry on watching if you would like to see how to create this look. Today's tutorial kind of focuses around the Natasha Denona mini Metropolis palette and this shade in the middle in particular. But before I put my eyeshadow on, I'm going to prime, and today I'm priming with my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. You are welcome to use anything that you like. If you want a budget friendly sort of dupe, it is the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in number 2 porcelain. Very similar. And the first shade I'm going to use is this sort of orangey brown, a nice transition shade. This I believe is called Rope from the Metropolis mini palette. I'm taking it on a reasonably fluffy brush, and I'm going to place this just above my crease in a windshield wiper motion. This is going to be my transition shade. So just above my crease, like so, and blending it upwards. So when everything is blended, this is the closest shade to the brow. What I love about this look is that it really doesn't actually need to be neat, and the way I'm showing you it, it shouldn't take you long. I highly, in fact you have to do your eyes first, because the Natasha Denona shimmers, especially when you sort of blend them in, they do have a lot of glitter specks, and they go all over your makeup. I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush, and this brown, I only need a tiny little bit, and I'm going to put this one in my crease. I'm going to then blend it upwards into that nice warm tone shade. The two shades together almost create like this khaki brown, like a brown that's slightly green in tone. Usually I don't like those shades, but this is a perfect starting point for this makeup look. And now for the fun part, I'm going to use my finger to apply this Jubilee green shade. I'm looking forward to it because it's absolutely stunning. Look at it. And I'm going to place this shade on like 3/4 of my mobile lid, starting from the inner corner. And this is why you want to do your eyes first. I mean, you can apply these shades with a brush, but I try to use my finger whenever I can for shimmers, just so they stay on the lid, they adhere a little bit better, and just I have a little bit more control. I feel like there's not that much fallout. I don't have to use a setting spray. Just a little bit easier. And now I'm going to take another blending brush and just blend the edge of that green right here. Just don't want harsh lines. This is not a cut crease. So I'm blending this green into that brown that I have underneath, and it does blend out really nicely into like a very dark green, almost grey. Okay, and now you can use this brown to darken the outer corner, absolutely fine, but I'm gonna go with black. I love black in makeup. I was always afraid to use it, but ever since I have overcome that fear and I've used it more, any look just does not look the same. Even a brown smoky eye needs a tinsy bit of black, in my opinion. And today I'm going to use my Xenon palette and the Blackest Black from that palette to focus on my outer corner. And this is really easy. I'm taking the Blackest Black, starting from my lash line, about halfway of my eye, just going up and tapping, just stamping to blend that green in, and then filling in that last little bit of my eye, going up. I'm gonna slightly sort of make it a triangular shape, not too much. Once I'm in my crease, I sort of take this black in a little bit as well. Time to blend the edges of the black. Again, doesn't actually need to be like perfect and undetectable. And if you just blend the edges in a almost triangular shape, just doing one side from the bottom lash line going up towards the brow, and then from your crease sort of down almost a triangle like that. You'll get a nice blend, and then you won't actually wipe away too much of the black. And now the beauty of doing your eyes first is that you can take some makeup remover, do all this cleaning up, all this fallout, and sharpen up that edge. And now I'm going to do my base and then finish off my eyes. For my foundation today, I'm just gonna go a little bit expensive, just fancying the Lady Gaga House Labs Triclone foundation that I tested out on my channel recently. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. It's a decent foundation, but don't just run out and buy it because I'm using it today. There are far more less expensive foundations that are even nicer than this. I need a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to take my current fave, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Retouch. For my contour, I'm going to take what I've really been enjoying lately, and it is the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C15. And I just take this, do 3 dots on either side of my cheek, no, on either side of my face, on my cheek. Can't talk today. And then I just blend it in. I used to use C13 and then they ran out of it, and I was like, I just really want this. Let's take 15. 15 is just a little dark, but it looks really good when you blend it in. Look at that. Let's add a little bit of blush with the Made by Mitchell Posy Rosy blush. And now I have to set, because otherwise everything is going to stick to my face, but I'm going to leave a tiny little gap for where my eyeshadow is going to be on my under eye, so it has something to adhere to, and that is being the concealer. I forgot to let you know that the powder that I'm using is the one size. I don't think it will fully replace my Laura Mercier, but I do feel like it's a little bit lighter. It doesn't feel as heavy on the skin, but it also has like tiny little specks of shimmer. I think that it's coming from the powder. I don't think it's the fallout on my face. For my brows, I'm just taking my brow wiz, brushing my brows through, and I'm going to use the pencil side to fill them in. I don't do anything outside of the ordinary. I just shape them a little bit at the front, fill the tail in a little bit more, and do my Spock brows. I really like straight brows lately, so I'm not bothered about an arch or a curly tail. this is more or less what I'm doing. I really like my brows like that. Let's finish off the makeup look. I'm going to start off with the black. Let's take a pencil brush and I'm going to place this black on the outer third of my lower lash line. Just tapping so it clings onto there, so there's not that much fallout. Joining the upper lid right here. I'm now going to take that initial brush that has the tiny little bit of that warm brown on it, and I'm literally starting very far away from the black and just like slowly coming closer to it to blend this in. You can see my vein from underneath and it's ruining the look. Look at it. That's my vein. Shut up, apply more concealer. Let's see if I can fix it by putting a little bit of powder in that area, sort of baking the eyeshadow look. Sometimes if you aren't very precise with your eyeshadow look, this can really save it. Let's finish off this inner corner, and for that I'm not gonna carry on with the green. If I add any more green or blue on my lower lash line, that will just make my under eye look really sort of almost bruised like, and that's not what I want. I want to light this up a little bit, and for that I'm going to use this gold. It's a very nice warm toned gold which will complement the green very nicely. I'm going to start off by putting it on my inner corner. Lots of fallout. This is quite typical for Natasha Denona's shimmers. They have a fair amount of fallout, especially when applied with a brush. That's why I prefer to apply them with my finger. And I'm going to apply this coppery gold all over the remaining portion of my lower lash line. There we go. It looks great. Before I do my mascara and my falsies, I'm going to sweep away this beig because I don't want it to stick to my lashes. Just gives you almost like an illusion of that it's a little bit more tidy. I've got gold literally everywhere on my top. Time for mascara. When it comes to the bottom lashes, I'm only applying the mascara on the side that has the black on. I'm leaving the gold to be nice and vibrant. And lastly, for the lips, I'm going to use the Kylie lip kit in One Wish. I'm going to start off with the lip liner, and now I'm going to apply the lipstick on top. Alright you guys, so here it is. This is yet another Christmassy, Christmas do, Christmas party makeup look. I hope you like it as much as I do. I know I said it several times within the video, I had to recreate this for you guys. I filmed it initially and then something went wrong with my camera again. And I knew I had to recreate this. It looks so good, dramatic, but very Christmassy because of the sparkle. Yet again, Natasha Denona, I can't say her name clearly. Yet again, Natasha Denona is absolutely smashing it with these minis. Highly recommend the minis. I know I sound like one of those snobs that's like, oh, Natasha Denona, I only use Natasha Denona because she's got the best eyeshadows. She doesn't have the best eyeshadows. There are many great brands, but these are wonderful. They are really good quality, and I do think the minis are totally worth it. I think they are around £25, so if you have a makeup lover in your life, treat them to one of these and I'm sure they will fall in love, because the shimmers, I mean, the way she does shimmers is just another level. Yes, they do have a lot of fallout, the shimmers. The shimmers are great shimmers. The mattes are nice and buildable, very, very intense, but they blend out really nicely. The only one that I have a slight issue with is this brown in the mini Metropolis palette, but overall I think this palette is fantastic. You can definitely see how you could have a daytime look, a evening look, clearly, a party look, a warm toned look, a cool toned look. This is very universal palette considering there's only 5 shades in this. Again, highly recommend trying out these palettes, trying out this look. If you are struggling for ideas, please let me know and I will come up with a couple more before Christmas. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But for now, thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.